Hello and welcome to Practical Yoga Presentation. I am Neeta, hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, and yoga instructor. I'll be discussing briefly about what yoga is, and most of us now know in the world what yoga is. It's become second nature to us, and especially with the Yoga International Day, it's now become a household practice, and most of us are used to one or two, more at the most. And I'll talk about each of these components that actually make up complete yoga, which is asana, pranayama, meditation, kriya, mudras, and bandhas. Each one of them go together, and they are all important parts. Asana is most commonly known because most people use yoga as physical fitness to lose weight, keep fit, etc. Those are byproducts, of course, but that's not all yoga is. Postures are mainly designed to help you give ease when you sit for meditation, and gives the strength and flexibility to be in the posture anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, and longer, of course, if you have time. So then, sitting at ease rather than letting the body ache, feel, hold you back. The goal is to get you to completely feel as if you are not the body. And then there's energy layer, which is pranayama. It is usually defined as gaining control of prana through breath, or rather gaining control of life force through breath. As you know, we are all made of energy. Actually, all of the planet is made of energy. Everything from objects to other creatures to us. The the breath awareness practices are to help release blocks that we create energetically. Usually we hear that in acupuncture, blocks of the meridians and the flow to the organs, the life force affecting. And that's why it's important to practice the pranayama so that the release of the blockages naturally happen within you. And as long as you stay connected from head to toe and remain in awareness and retrain your mind to recognize that the energy body is being affected, and to help it restore and repair back to health. Of course, meditation takes you into silence. Most of us these days are unable to remain quiet even during the busyness, much less when you sit. So meditation helps you completely unwind. Initially, of course, many thoughts do come around, stay with us and interrupt. But over time, with practice, you'll be amazed how much silence you can actually drop into that naturally happens. And this also is a place where you can create for yourself and your being to communicate within what's going on, so that you can process your thoughts, your emotions, because outside any relationship can handle once or twice, one or two times at the most before they tell you go do something about it. I don't want to hear it anymore. So this place, once you can just drop into silence and observe what you're feeling, you can process and find solutions and suggestions from within that help create the change that naturally used to exist before we were taken out of being able to go within to find answers. And this is also a place where, usually used in hypnosis or active meditation type things, where you can set goals and do some mental visualizations type of things, use the mind faculties in that way. That's not the goal of meditation, but that's just an example where once you get into silence, sometimes you can put forth what you want to bring into your life. And that is the alpha state. Alpha theta is where you do your processing, conversation, and so forth. You can change here, and this is where you decide to be or not to be. Change what you can and let go of what you can't, and embrace so that you can just be. And bandhas mean lock. Bandha means lock. So it's an interior body locks used in Hatha Yoga practices usually. Bandhas conduct breath through the body. Bandhas are actually quite important to be learned in presence of a teacher. It can actually cause health issues, possibly mind issues. So it's necessary to know how to do it properly so that the prana goes in proper directions. I can't, or I'd rather not go into description of how to do them for this reason. I know that there's techniques available out there, but I say be cautious, and briefly just say that Mula Bandha is held at the root, Uddiyana Bandha is abdomen muscles, and Jalandhara Bandha is neck lock. Usually you hold these three at the same time, that's why it's called Mahabandha also. And the sequence and how it's done, duration, etc., all do matter. And mudras are hand gestures, usually done in conjunction with pranayama. And there are hundreds of different mudras for various purposes, and they can and do represent 5 elements as well. So common mudra is Gyan or Chin mudra. It is forming a circle with thumb and index finger together and the other 3 straight, but held together little tightly. No spaces, and palm usually facing up, resting comfortably on your thighs, sitting in cross-legged position. Lotus or Vajrasana, the diamond postures usually. And the purpose of mudras are to direct pranic force in certain ways depending on how you are holding your mudras. So there are many different mudras that affect the nadis, or you can also say meridians. And this is the basic understanding of yoga. Thank you for your kind attention. And I have a practical video that I uploaded to my channel. you may see and if you like, go ahead and practice. It's about 27 minute video, and you may have to watch it once all the way through to understand the technique, because I actually did this as a support for practice rather than as a explanation for each of the pranayama exercise, or so that it just becomes something that you naturally sit and practice. Do let me know if you have any questions, and thank you again. Bye for now.